What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the 4th episode of Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. This one's titled You're All Red, Senpai, and Senpai, you could be a little more... ... I think it's going to be like a little more confident, a little more bold, probably something along those lines. Because really he could be. And I think we do see some of that later on in the chapters, if I remember correctly. My memory of some of the source material is now getting very, very vague. So certain parts of this are now really starting to surprise me as much as anyone who has never seen the source material at this point. There might be certain skits that might trigger a bit more memory. Like, I think I remember some more stuff with the friends, because I swear there's a certain point where I don't like one of the friends, like, really don't. I can't remember what made me feel that way. So maybe that will be coming up soon or not, I don't know. Or maybe my feelings will be different now seeing an animated form this so much time later, and knowing what the series is all about, but who knows. But we had the swimsuit scene last time out, I remember that. I was expecting that one. We also had the rain getting all see-through, which is a classic. Although less used now, I feel like. I feel like you don't see that trope as often, so interesting. But we do end up going to her home, because it's much closer than trying to walk through the rain, so we go there to wait out the rain, get ourselves dried off, because otherwise we will get really sick. And we play some games together and have a good time. She's obviously not as good at games as him, and he sees this as a chance for revenge, but she just teases him and defeats him that way. But it was a fun time, and they kind of got a little closer to it and realized, hey, this was fun. Kind of very much reminds me of the scene with Uzaki, when they were playing games and having fun. It was like this nice little similarity there. And then we end up sharing lunch with her and her friend group, or at least two of her friends, who, she gives them some daggers, let's just put it that way, whenever they start going a bit too far. You can see how she is quite defensive, and she's like, she doesn't want other people to be bullying him, but she's okay with herself bullying him, because it's just her outlet for how she feels currently, and we're seeing that more and more as time goes on. And then we also had the comedy routine, like the two-man routine, where one's completely silly and over top, the other one's just like very serious and just like normal. It's like someone says, they say something dummy like ahoka, and then like slap. That goes about as expected, and he slaps her breasts, like gives them a proper smack as well, backhand them, gets a twofer as well, you can see like they're having some more of these flustering moments where they're like, where essentially they're breaking, not so much for Senpai, but for Nagatoro, breaking character. And her confident, non-caring, bullying demeanor breaks down into that of just a girl who's very shy and embarrassed about what just transpired. And she's almost using the bullying and the over-exuberance as her defense, to not show that she's vulnerable, necessarily. So you kind of see a lot more of that as time goes on, which is why I said, if you are new to the series, you need to give this series some time to really grow on you to appreciate it, because the first episode probably won't do it any justice. Just like the first part of the manga didn't really give it justice. It was like, really? She seems like she's a bit of a bitch. But then you realize, oh, now it clicks. So later stories definitely helped out as well, from what I remember. But like I said, I only went up till like mid 2019 to view it. So yeah, I'm excited. Nice easy start to the day, considering we've got a 5-show day as per usual. So I'm all for it. So, as per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon down the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, which everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Log Horizon Season 2, and Symphony Gear G. They all come out during the week at some point. You can go to my Discord to find the full schedule if you're interested in what my reaction schedule looks like. We also have movie reactions with the movie poll for this month just going up recently, so if you're interested in voting on what movie I watch this season, you can go ahead and vote there if you're a Patreon member. Link to that is also in the Discord. We got 2 new movies on there in the form of Kiki's Delivery Service, a classic Ghibli movie from the 80s, late 80s, I believe, as well as the recently released Love Me, Love Me Not anime film that I'm quite excited about because I want a good romance movie and it looks like it could be that. So, yeah. As per usual, though, here on YouTube, we do timer based, so bottom left of the screen, you'll see a time of the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we should be in sync. We'll watch this one on Crunchyroll, since they license it as per usual. No logos or anything. Looks like we're just starting with Senpai washing his hands of paints and stuff. But you can use screen flash to tell when the scene starts transitioning, so pay attention to my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when they are transitioning. So with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Quite messy, isn't it? Oh boy. Starting early. Terrible. Why are you staring so much, Senpai? Well, where'd you go with that? Holy shit. I don't remember this scene. I don't remember this scene at all. Jesus Christ. Terrible. What an opener. What an opener. I hope he fits so well for this type of show. Alright. You're red, Senpai. Art room. Some lunch. Until... Yep. Okay, it's the other two. Oh boy. I mean, technically, yes. Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. The Thing. Technically, kind of, almost. I think I remember this skit. I think I remember this skit. Terrible. He won't. Jesus, this shot. Don't worry, he didn't actually, I don't think. If I remember the scare anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Terrible. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. The fucking mood change. Yes, he did. The premium, okay. Uh huh. Oh, I know where this is going now. This show, man. Yes. Yeah. Yep. He committed at least. Both hands. Uh, I mean, he would have been right because it was the premium one that fell out. So technically, he was correct as well. Yep. You just got the premium deluxe. That's what you got this time. Uh, Traumatized. He knows. Terrible. Baseball? I wonder why. Is it though? Bringing the sofa in, okay. Why did she even get the sofa? Uh, Craft slab, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Drawing's pretty good. Not that he shares it, I suppose, though. That is true. Of course, that's how she takes it too. That's even creepier. Yeah. That was a genuine one. Oh boy. Is that a praise? I guess it's. Uh, sure it is. Sure it is. Terrible. Hmm. As if you don't know. Uh, yeah, you. Sure you will. I can't say. This is your chance. Still looks pretty good for a rush. It's not what you think. Terrible. It's not that far away. A little bit of price at the end. ED time. Don't think there's anything after this, is there? That'll be preview, I think that's about it. Alright, next time. You always break him. Why is that a surprise to you at this point? So done. I'm enjoying the show. I really am. It's got a lot of people on board as well. Like, Jesus Christ. I knew the show would be somewhat popular because it's one of the it's part of the teasing, bullying big trio of Takagi, Yuzaki, and then obviously Nagatoro. We've also got a fourth one entering the mix later this year, but it's the opposite, where it's the guy that's teasing, not the girl. So it'll be interesting to see how that comes across, because I almost feel like when it's the girl bullying the guy, it's much better perceived than if a guy bullies a girl, even if it's with good intentions. I think just because of the way society kind of is at the moment, it just kind of feels like a girl bullying a guy feels less criminal and offensive than if a guy did the same thing to a girl, necessarily. Like, if a guy was going around saying, "You've never touched one, have you? You want to feel mine?" Like, if it was the other way around, I don't know if that necessarily would come across anywhere near as well as this would, for example. I'm sure there are those who would say that, well, why would you treat them differently? You either accept them or you don't. It's like, there's a weird social thing to explore there, but I can't be asked right now. I really can't, and it's not the point of this story. So, yeah, I'm still loving this show. I I can't remember, genuinely, which friend I hated, but either way, I don't think it matters anymore. They gotta be careful with what they do, because if Nagatoro's around, they're in trouble, put simply. But yeah, enjoying the series. It's still as dumb and as weird as what I kind of expected from it, and I'm glad that my memory of it is vague enough that certain skits I get, but certain ones I completely forget exist. I'm glad that we're at that point. Because if I knew like the material back to back, I wonder if I would necessarily enjoy it quite as much. So this is also part of the reason why I like to be as blind as possible for most shows, just because it makes the surprise that much greater. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 line you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.